I woke up one morning to snow, which is rare for where I live. The sun was just starting to rise, and everything was covered in a fine white blanket. The world was quiet except for the birds, and the air was cold and refreshing. I spent quite a bit of time enjoying this winter wonderland, but within a few hours a lot had melted away. The plants in my office needed watering, so I brought them into the bathroom for a little spa treatment. The year had come to an end, and with it, many of my projects had been completed, so now I had time to start a few new canvases for painting. I prepared them with gesso and then applied spackle to create texture. I never really have an image in mind when I start this. I just work with what appears and let it develop abstractly as I go along, so they're always a surprise. The holidays came and I spent a lot of time with friends and family, including creating my first charcuterie board. I wish I'd captured more footage, but you have to set up quickly before your guests arrive so that the meats and cheeses stay at their optimal temperatures. But I had a lot of fun with this one and plan to host more of these in the future. Snow came again, but not enough to stick to the ground. And then it was time to head out on another adventure. We took a spontaneous trip out west to Arizona to see family and celebrate a special occasion. I was fascinated by the drastic change in landscape flying over the Santa Catalina mountain range. And then we were on the ground, traversing a dry and desolate terrain. We took in a couple of side trips to small historical landmarks, the first being Tombstone. The only original building left is the Birdcage Theater, the rest of the town having been rebuilt after two fires in the late 1880s. And although it was small and underwhelming, it was easy to appreciate the history and get the feeling of the wild, wild west as it may have been back in the days of Wyatt Earp. Next, we checked out Bisbee, an old copper mining town built into the hillside. Bisbee is known for its 1,000 steps and a cool hippie vibe with a focus on the arts and a lot of friendly locals. Just a short drive down the road from the center of town is the historical lavender pit where the copper ore was mined, along with gold and silver byproducts, and turquoise known as Bisbee blue. It was finally time to head home to the East Coast as I watched the landscape change back from brown to green. Making a quick connecting flight in Atlanta, our descent took in the city skyline and the infamous rush hour traffic crawl as the sun set on the horizon. A short flight later, and we were home and ready to step into whatever 2025 has in store.